Hey everybody, it is Workout Wednesday. Today we are going to be doing chest and core using the step bench. If you do not have a step bench at home, you can use the first step on your staircase. That is an absolute perfect substitute. So the first exercise will be a push-up with a spinal rotation. What you're going to do, you're going to do a push-up and rotate around the spinal column on each side. I would love it if you could do 10 times on each side. So let's break down the form now that you know you're going to be doing 10 reps. You do a push-up, open up, really thinking about opening up your chest, your shoulder, that rotator cuff that often gets very tight on people, especially now with all those golfers out there, even the swimmers. I'll start with my feet. It is a little bit easier for you, especially with the spinal rotation, if you have your feet a little bit wider than normal. Normal meaning feet together for a push-up. That's the hardest push-up position, is the feet together position. So mine are about shoulder width apart. And this way, like you can see right here with this pivot on the toes, it's just easier for the opening. All right, so that's the first thing. Then traveling up to the hips. You want to try to keep your hips in alignment with the shoulders, all right? And you don't want to push the butt up like a teepee. You want to keep that flat. You want to keep your core engaged. After you've done 10 of those, you're going to hold a plank. Notice there's no creases in my neck. I would prefer my shoulders down just a little bit. Then I'm going to ask you to do a single leg plank hold. Hold each leg for about 10 seconds. Once again, pulling the belly button up to your spine. After you've done each side for 10 seconds, sit back into a nice child's pose and stretch out the arms. Okay, so to recap, do that push-up with the spinal rotation 10 times on each, then a plank, and then hold a single leg plank. Now we're going to go to side knee pull-ins. Once again, 10 times on each. This is such an awesome exercise for your obliques, the sides of your abdomen. And depending on your hip flexibility, you may not be able to pull your leg up and out that far, but that's okay. Just do the very best that your body allows you to do. And 1 and 1 is 1. And you'll be doing 10 in total, and you'll be working your core, especially your obliques. Then we're going to move into a side plank position. All right, so here's the modified version. Then I'm going to stack my feet. Then I'm going to lift my top leg, abduct it. Then I'm going to do 10 little pulses, really allowing myself to hold my body up by my right leg and my right arm. A pretty advanced exercise here. And then after 10, we're going to do a spinal rotation as an add-on. And we're going to aim for 10. I really prefer to do this exercise in my bare feet. So if you want to try that at home, it may be a little bit easier. My sneakers throw me off with the bottoms of the sneakers. But so you rotate around the spinal column. Then you open up that arm like we spoke about earlier. Chest, shoulder, back, opening up that rotator cuff. And this is, again, for your core, your obliques, and even a little bit of flexibility for your shoulder. After you've done 10, you got to maybe stretch it out with your wrists, set yourself back up, side plank position. So the first one right here is the modified, 1 leg in front, and that's awesome. All right, a little bit more advanced is when you stack your feet together, and you'll see me here definitely wibbling and wobbling as it's my weaker side. So abduct that top leg, hold that top leg, and pulse it for 10 times. After you've done your 10 pulses, the add-on will be a spinal rotation. So you stack your feet, rotate around the spinal column, and get back on top. There we go. So 10 in total. Good. So here you can see that rotator cuff really opening up. Really, really important. Once again, just to be open. Every exercise, think about openness through your body rather than closed. So after 10, we're going to finish that exercise. And we're going to go into a little bit more of a cardio-based exercise. And we're going to finish the 10. There we go. Oh my gosh. Okay. Reposition your step. You're going to move into the front of your step. Feet are on the top of the step. And you're going to straddle down 10 times on each side. So the straddle is down, down, up, up, 10 times on each. Really, really, really important here. Have your hands underneath the shoulders. Belly button pulled up to your spine. Hips are down. And I love this exercise. It actually gets your heart rate up. You have to hold your body weight up in that position. After your 10, readjust and do 10 times on the opposite side as well. After you're done with your 10, you can hold yourself into a nice plank position. Tight core, strong upper body. And here is a plank hold. Aim for 10 seconds. No creases in your spine. Hips are in alignment with your shoulders. And yes, you are done. Have a great workout.